Arr, my name is Fiery Rum, and let's start with Davy X Jones.
This very nice looking shooter was recommended to me by one of my subscribers on my Discord channel. I checked it out and I admit that I am seriously impressed. It's an indie game, all in all, don't expect miracles, also it's quite short, very few of the reviewers played it more than 5 hours, but quality and not quantity is what actually matters. He will become legendary Captain Davy Jones and lead his headless body and his crazy skull to the path of revenge. You will have to defeat your eternal nemesis Blackbeard and reclaim the stolen artifacts. The world you'll be doing the revenge stuff is not our real one, but the actual hell of the pirates called the Locker. Demons, cursed souls, and probably a kraken itself will try to kill you even more. It's not a science game, don't worry about the details. Davy X Jones is single player only, and the review score on Steam is very positive. Pacific Drive. This is a very interesting title with mechanics you won't usually see in other games. In this driving survival adventure you face supernatural dangers on each expedition into the exclusion zone. Make a base of operations in an abandoned garage, where you'll research new parts, customize your station wagon and chart routes deeper into the zone. As you gather precious resources and investigate what's been left behind in the zone, you learn exactly what it takes to survive in this unpredictable hostile environment. All the vibes here lead to Strugatsky Brothers and their roadside picnic story. Many games draw inspiration from it, from legendary Stalker to a recent gem Tunguska the Visitation. And if you like the theme about some stranger things happening in this specific area, I recommend you to watch the movie named Annihilation with Natalie Portman. You won't be disappointed, I promise. 2 Point Campus. So here you will build the university of your dreams, or nightmares, I don't know. Maybe all of your professors will be teaching how to put pineapple in the potato salad
instead of mayonnaise.
Oh, the horror! So don't expect this game to be a serious academic sim. It is as far from serious as your monthly salary is from serious salary. Anyway, here students enjoy a range of wild and wonderful courses, from night school to gastronomy, where students will build mouth-watering concoctions like giant pizzas and enormous pies. You will build libraries, hire the best staff from eccentric professors to mad researchers, and watch the academic potential of your students get unlocked. The game is similar to 2 Point Hospital and its predecessor, Theme Hospital, that only the oldest of us can remember. Endless Space 2. Your story unfolds in a galaxy that was first colonized by godlike beings known as the Endless, who rose and fell eons ago. All that remains of them are mystical ruins, powerful artifacts, and a strange, near-magical substance known as dust. Nobody knows the origin of the dust, but I think it's the dried-out leftovers of potato salad once made by these godlike beings, so instead of eating you have to snort it. Anyway, here you'll explore distant star systems, discover the secrets of ancient races, build colonies on distant planets, manage trade routes, and develop advanced technologies of unthinkable power. Also encounter new life forms, which you will befriend, go to war against, or just cynically exploit. Or you'll be exploited. You never know what hides deep in the void. You know, the universe is endless, but still somehow smaller than your mama. Alien Isolation. Here you are all alone in a giant space station and a xenomorph is hunting you. You have no guns, you are the prey, but despite the fact that you are a woman, your balls are way bigger than some men have, definitely bigger than mine. So you are being hunted by a creature of nightmares, smart, stealthy, and built to kill. Sometimes it can take an hour without an encounter, sometimes you can feel it creeping upon you in the vents, sometimes you can hear it, and sometimes you just die because a xenomorph is not some usual monster. It's terrifying. Really terrifying. The feeling when you see him launching at you from a distance will put your heart into your heels. It looks and moves in a way which somehow invokes the primal fear in your brain. To play this game you will have to have huge and hairy mental balls, because with time you may get used to the alien, you may get used to hiding and even to jump scares, but when the game guides you to the alien nest, and it's the only way to go, you will only wish that you had not 2 balls, but at least 4, or more likely 7. Yeah, 7 is good number. Have a Nice Death. This is an action roguelite platformer where you play as an overworked death. Your employees have run rampant, completely throwing off the balance of souls and your vacation plans. In order to restore order, you'll have to grab your trusty scythe and show your employees how it's done. You'll meet a diverse cast of memorable characters, sharpen your sight skills, and engage in fast-paced hack-and-slash combat, utilizing over 70 unique weapons and spells. Since death can't die, this is a perfect setting for the roguelike genre. You just start again, alive, if death is alive. Well, that makes me wonder. Anyway, a performance review after every run guarantees that you unlock interesting items and upgrades that will help you progress on your journey. Players are saying that the graphics are really nice, gameplay is really fun, but it can become quite repetitive rather quickly as well. The game has a very positive review score on Steam, and the average reviewer has recorded gameplay time between 5 and 50 hours. But while scrolling through the comments, I've seen guys with hundreds of hours, 4, 5, 600 hours of gameplay on record. Their virginity is really safe and going nowhere. Dead Island 2. I played the game when it came out, and I can honestly say that it was an awesome experience. One of the common misconceptions was that Dead Island 2 is an open-world game, but in reality it is quite linear, and I love that, especially after Dying Light 2 with boring copy-paste assets all around the map. When I played Dead Island 2, I could honestly tell that they did their best in making the environment engaging and original. Well, a few copy-pasted paintings can ruin the immersion sometimes, but the whole picture, pun intended, was great. And I can say for sure that this is not a full-fledged horror game. It is more like arcade hack and slasher with a few horror elements. Alright, and a few creepy jump scares as well. The gameplay is fast-paced and fun. The feeling of the recently started apocalypse is there as well. In short, this game feels just right, and it is nicely polished. By the way, after my playtime I have made an in-depth and really funny review and uploaded it to my channel. And after it got 1000 views, YouTube's algorithm just killed it and never ever recommended it for anyone ever again. That's why I hate doing reviews. But you can click on the card above and watch it. I promise you will have a great time and may even buy the game after it. Empires of the Undergrowth. You will become an ant daddy or an ant mama, and you will help them excavate nests underground, construct tunnels and chambers to store food and raise the brood. You will control a variety of warrior ant species and wage battles, and command your workers to build and supply your base. Also, you will have to protect your queen at all costs, at the same time navigating the threats and opportunities of the insect world. Missions are narrated from the perspective of a documentary filmmaker who is studying the ants. He offers intelligent insight into the happening of the colony and the undergrowth beyond. Yeah, sadly it's not Attenborough, but you get the idea. People in the Steam comments are saying that it's very fun to play, although it can be hard and frustrating at times. You know, ants are kinda dumb, just like your cousin, but once you get the hang of it, it is a really fun game to play. The review score is above 90%, meaning that this may be the game you were looking for all along. Solar Ash. Some of you may know the game named Hyper Light Drifter, so Solar Ash is another game from these creators. Here you lose yourself in a high-speed, gravity-bending world. Set in a surreal dreamscape filled with long-abandoned ruins of mysterious civilizations, you will take the role of a Void Runner, determined to stop at nothing to save your planet. You will fight through hordes of creepy creatures, grind rails, and grapple to wild heights in attempts to take down enormous bosses. People on Steam are saying that this is a fantastic platformer with unique gameplay and easy-to-learn mechanics. Very positive review score confirms that with ease. Sir Whoopass, Immortal Death. Here you are, Sir Whoopass, a valiant knight with a heart of gold, and also the accidental architect of absolute anarchy and chaos in a once perfect world. Through a series of poor life choices, you managed to screw everything up, and now it's up to you to fix things by defeating your arch-nemesis. Also, the quest for the legendary villain-beating artifact will take you across the world of Weird Wood. Yeah, the name is perfect. And you will wander through the forests, delve into the swampy caves, and explore various musty places in your way for glory. Or failure, I don't judge. Along the way you will find various treasures, buried secrets, and will learn why your mama is bigger than mine. Well, maybe not the latter, that is a secret universe will keep for itself, no offense. People are saying that the game is some weird mix between Magicka, Dark Souls, Serious Sam, and your dad jokes. Game has a very positive review score and is hungry for your sweet loving touch.
You touch my tra-la-la.
My ding ding dong.
Clanfolk. This is a city builder set in the Scottish Highlands. As always, you will have to harness your environment to survive. Fish, gather, hunt, and farm as you prepare for the winter. Build an inn, trade with other clans, have children, and marry them off. You can create your own lineage, you know, a clan of weeklong ding-dongs. Why not? Or choose from an existing clan, and then take charge of the multi-generational family seeking to survive in the harsh Scottish Highlands. Every member of your family here has their own traits, aspirations, dreams, and skills that will probably never become true, you know, because you are in charge and no offense. Anyway, they will care for themselves and for each other, and they will seek to better themselves over time. The game is well received by players, so don't hesitate if you like colony sims. Remnant from the Ashes. This is a third-person RPG shooter. Here the world has been thrown into a chaos by an ancient evil from another dimension. As gamers on Steam pointed out, they just ripped off a plot from Neverending Story. That's a shame, but in general this is a great game. If I had to describe it in one word, it would be RPG Dark Souls with guns. Yes, that is a one word if you throw out the spaces between them, and I did so, sue me. So here as one of the last remnants of humanity, you must set out alone or alongside up to 2 other survivors, and then face down hordes of deadly enemies, rebuild and retake what was lost. The strongest side of the game is the various guns and weapons. They're really good looking and fun to use. You know how in some other games you get a nice looking gun, but there is no real satisfaction to shoot it? Well, that's not the case in Remnant. Also, people are praising the Great Co-op mode, so you can play the game with your mother-in-law and do some nice bonding together. New Cycle. Here, after an apocalyptic series of solar flares, human society has been thrown into chaos. You will have to establish a settlement and develop it all the way from humble beginnings to industrial metropolis. In other words, you are responsible for bringing civilization back and not letting smart beavers take control of the earth. Don't worry, that is another game, no beavers here. If you manage to achieve success, that is. The game will challenge you with sandstorms, shortages, wildfires and other disasters, so be prepared and always ready to act quickly if you want your puny village to grow into a glorious cold Bearistan. Although nature is not your only enemy here. A refugee crisis, unrest, disease outbreaks, this list of what can go wrong is very long. So there is a huge chance that you will fail miserably. Terrible fate awaits you, doom and gloom and other scary words. Control Ultimate Edition. A corruptive presence has invaded the Federal Bureau of Control, and only you have the power to stop it. The world around you is now your weapon in an epic fight to annihilate an ominous enemy across the deep and unpredictable environments. Containment has failed, humanity is at stake, so it's time to kick some paranormal ass. SCP vibes are really strong here. To be fair, this game feels like you are in a dream all the time. Well, nightmare to be exact, because everything is changing all the time and not for good. The game is not scary, but it's ominous, that's for sure. People on Steam are saying that the story is very good, the game itself is out of the ordinary and it has some really cool puzzles to solve. So a bit of everything for everyone. And now thank you for watching, have a nice day and I'll see you next time. Bye.